It is the week of Merdeka as we celebrate Merdeka this Sunday. We're sharing a lot of Merdeka ads that share the spirit of we are family.
Well, yesterday I spoke to someone very interesting. Came all the way from Australia. He's here for a couple of days for a few talks, so he decided to come over to TV and speak to us. His name is Tony Ratnam, and he talked about being a hypnotherapist, what it's like. The biggest story was him being 53, a very successful accountant. He gave everything up to want to follow his dream.
Pursue a dream, you know, it's pursuit of dreams. And as we go into the 57th year of Merdeka, why not? We look at our lives and see where we're heading, because we need to know where we come from in order to know where we're heading. And we're speaking to
Tony Ratnam. Just take a look at this interview. It was, of course, recorded yesterday, and we're going to be playing it for you. It's an excellent interview about a man and how he changed his life and the things he does.
Or rather, you've making a paradigm shift by changing your career from an accountant to becoming a hypnotherapist, a personal trainer, and a healer. So we're going to be talking about this tree, and a few questions I have about hypnosis or hypnotherapy. There are a lot of people who practice hypnotherapy, but we don't actually know what it is. So we're going to find out a little bit about what you do. But what made you want to make the change from being an accountant, where you make a lot of money, to doing what you do?
I guess I was looking for something. My soul was looking for something. I've been in accounting, I've been in human resource, I've been in business development, I've been in operations. I've probably worked in every aspect of an organization that you can imagine. Was I good at what I did? I was very good. Was I happy? Wasn't happy. My passion was to coach people, to mentor people, to help people along the way. I was a very creative person, and I guess in my accounting world, I got bored with bookkeeping, right? And I'll break it and I'll try and fix it, and that didn't make a lot of people.
So what was indicative of the fact that your interests were waning, or with regards to what you're doing? There would have been telltale signs to tell you, like, look, you know, this is not working out. How can we make out these telltale signs within ourselves in whatever we do?
I guess you look, one is when you get up in the morning, if you don't feel like going to work, look within. Something's going on. If you're stuck in the office, you know, till 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the night, as we all do, and you come back, you don't have a life, and then you sort of wonder, where am I going? Look at it. In me, it was just a sense of, this is not who I am, this is not what I was doing. And I had a lot of behavioral issues. I used to get myself into conflict with people. I was either on this end of the spectrum or that end of the spectrum. It was very hard for me to find middle ground. So I guess it was a combination of discovering who am I. We call it a midlife crisis. I was, who am I, what am I? And I then started to realize that the true me was that little boy, 10 years of age, happy-go-lucky, smiling. That was my true personality. My personality that I was showing then had been transformed, conditioned through the rigors of life. It wasn't really who I was, and that's why I was jumping from this spectrum to that spectrum. So I guess if you ask me the telltale signs, I look at your life, I mean, look at your behavior. In terms of moving work, if you are trouble inside, if you're not really happy, if you are jumping from one emotion to another, and you know your interaction with people are not there, you can't sleep at night. I mean, there's so many telltale signs. You need to find it yourself. Some people just accept it as part of life and live on and grow old and die unhappy.
But someone's maybe thinking, you know, how difficult is it to make that change from one career to the other? How old were you when you made this change?
Now I was 52. Oh, look, let me go back a couple of years. My change started progressively, all right? Then, 2.5 years ago, I did a certification in neuro-linguistic programming. And I said, okay, I want to improve myself, define myself. I did that, and it did change me. But then I realized, hey, this is what I need. These are the exact things that will help me improve my coaching, my mentoring, and my passion of helping people. And I said, I can use that. And I started working with people, changing their lives. And I said, wow, this is good. You know, someone comes to me with a chocolate addiction, within 20 minutes, bang, piece of chocolate. He said, no, I don't want
This
that
was
anymore.
through NLP.
This is only through NLP. People with fear of heights, so many things you can do. But I said, beautiful, I like that. Then I worked for the largest equipment hire company in Australia. I was a finance manager with them, and I was in charge. Ours was the biggest business unit. So I had a pretty good job, good pay, but I wasn't happy. I felt they weren't using me to the best of my ability, and the company wanted to downsize. They wanted to make people redundant. I put my hand up. Within 3 minutes of the notice coming out, I sent in my request. And as soon as I did that, I felt this whole sense of relief just going down through my legs.
But for some of us to do this, and this is just what I feel, the scary part would be, how will I be able to put food on the table or survive? Did that thought go through your mind at that point?
There's no direct answer for that. I followed my passion. I was scared. After a few months ago, I was worried. Where's the money going to come from? What am I going to do? The guiding force within me was this sense that there's something out there for me. Fate that moved me on. I decided this is what I had to do with my life. Yes, I was scared. Now at times I'm like, okay, what the hell did I do? So again, there's no direct answer, but you got to go. And sometimes the time is ready, sometimes it's not.
Right. Fast forward to where you are now. So you started off with NLP.
Yes.
After being an accountant, you started off with NLP, and then you progressed to hypnosis, and you also do healing. These are little things we want to talk about. But when it comes to NLP and hypnosis, what's the difference of NLP and hypnotherapy?
Okay. Now, they're both modalities that help people improve, change their life. Now, both NLP and hypnotherapy work within the subconscious mind. Now, imagine, if you would, an iceberg sitting on top of the water in the sea. The top part, the little part that sits above the water, it can be considered to be a conscious mind. And the bigger part is your subconscious mind. So that top part is your thinking mind. Oh, what am I going to have for dinner today? Oh God, I'm so worried, I'm not happy. I call it busybody. Your subconscious mind is all your programming, your beliefs, your values, things that have happened to you in the past, your experiences as a childhood, things that then, they're like little programs running within yourself that then determine you to be the person you are. Now, both NLP and hypnotherapy work within this. NLP more from conscious going down to
the subconscious,
and it gets shifts. It's just within talking to a person, using language play, using reframing, getting a person to look at things from a different way, remapping your senses. So various tools within NLP that, and essentially changing the neurological path within your brainwave.
But if these modalities are the same when you talk about NLP and hypnotherapy, why did you choose to do both?
Okay, hypnosis is a much more, I guess, effective way, I would say, of getting through for certain changes, right? Now, it takes a person to a deep state, a state where you relax. Now, you would probably recall a number of times, you watch a movie and you're so engrossed in that movie and you didn't consciously think of, the movie, what happened. And the next day someone asks you to repeat that story, you remember every detail because you were relaxed. Your conscious mind, thinking mind was out. Your subconscious mind was alert, focused. It took in all of this information. All right. And with hypnosis, when you get your person relaxed, we can actually then get the mind to go back and release the triggers, release the emotional charge, the emotional attachment to whatever issues that were haunting them, and then we put in corrective suggestions and say, this is what you're going to do. So if you're a smoker and say, from today onwards, you're going to be breathing clean, fresh energy. You're not going to be a non-smoker. Smoking is bad, disgusting for you. And that repetitive suggestion, when you are at that relaxed state, gets the job.
That's a catch, a repetitive suggestion.
Yep.
So it has to be done for a few times before you can see something come out.
Within a session, of course, the suggestions are put in a few times. Again, it all depends on how deep the person goes into a state. Now, some people get away with one session, some people need a few sessions, because it depends on the mind's readiness and willingness to let go of change. Quite often the issue that they have in the smoking could be a crutch for something else deeper. Stress.
But some people just do it for the pleasure of wanting to inhale something, or
yes, and if it's that easy, we just get them to inhale fresh air.
So it's as simple as putting in a suggestion or suggesting something to the subconscious, and that will manifest itself in a better habit.
Yes, and it's the same principle as advertising. You're watching that movie, and then this commercial comes up for your favorite fast food or your favorite drink, and suddenly, you need a drink, and that repetitive bombardment of media advertising stuff in your peripheral vision, which your subconscious mind catches, implant suggestions within you.
So there's NLP, you've done hypnotherapy, you've also done healing or pranic healing.
Yes.
And can you tell us what that's all about?
Right. It's based, look, we are all energetic beings. We all have an aura around us, an energetic aura. Now, if I were to stand behind you and you didn't know I was standing, and I stood close to you, quite obviously, you're most likely you would sense it. You would sense a presence, and that's your aura, your personal space being invaded. So call it energy, call it personal space, so many names for it, and I do understand and appreciate this is not for everyone, right? But we are energetic beings. We have etheric body, and quite often the physical ailments that we have are a result of our energetic body being compromised, disease, clogged. And so many civilizations believe in this. They've got names for it: chi, prana, so what I do is I clean your energetical space. We've got your energy centers, call it meridians, call it chakras, which then have got a purpose to control the flow of body within, flow of energy within your body. And each chakra has got a function within your body.